My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent teaching instructor. I've been doing this work a long time. I probably worked on, I don't know, 10,000 cases. I have a very large professional Facebook following of over 2,500 people. I've been on Fox Business News and ABC, the first to comment on the audit of Trump's tax returns. It's a special kind of moment for me. What I like to do is I like to pull the curtain back and give you insider information regarding IRS. I'm very casual. I don't believe in the suit and tie. I've been doing this so long. I kind of know everything that I need to do, and my job is to give you the information you need to help make decisions, whether you're hiring somebody like us, hiring a friend, whoever, or doing it yourself. A lot of YouTubers love to do things by themselves, so I want to go ahead and give you that information. When I was at IRS, I taught the offer and compromise program. I used to accept offers and I used to reject offers, and I looked at other people's work. I used to teach people who are going to work offers what to do, what to look for. So today what I want to do is just casually tell you about the offer program. Last year IRS accepted I think 21,000 offers in compromise from about 90,000 that were sent in. They're really hard to get through. They're not easy. There's a very specific formula that I'm going to go ahead and give to you about understanding the program. If you have a small case, you can do it by yourself. If you have a larger case, don't even bother. You're going to have a difficult time. The offer and compromise is not something you wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to file the offer. You have to understand the program, what IRS is thinking. You got to just know that insider information. So when you submit your offer, you know it's going to be approved. They're not expensive. I mean, they're expensive to file. If you get a really true expert from different people who really have a lot of knowledge, you need to pay them because they're going to settle your debt or they're not going to take the case. They should be, I should, or whoever you're hiring should be able to tell you why your offer is going through. So, and by the way, if your offer goes through, it's finished, you get a tax lien release, and you're good. Let me tell you about the formula. Let me tell you the cardinal rule about the offer and compromise. You must give IRS the total liquidity in your assets. If you were to list all your assets and that comes out to 100,000, IRS is not going to accept any less than 100,000. Most offers are knocked out right there. The only caveat there is they allow you your homestead. They give you a 20% discount, or say, yeah, we're going to only take 80% value. You got to put your bank account, your car, your IRA, your pension, trinkets, household. If that comes out to $100,000, IRS is not going to accept any less. Don't bother to give your money. Don't bother to hire someone. It's just not going to fly. Just so you know, IRS has a pre-qualifier tool. You can look at their pre-qualifier tool online and you can walk yourself through that formula. The second part of the formula knocks a lot of people out, and that's the income and expense test. Let me tell you about this so you have clarity on this. IRS wants to control how much money and make sure you don't have excess money. What I mean by this is IRS is going to take that 433 OIC financial statement, they're going to look at your income, and they're going to look at your expenses. What you need to know, listen to me carefully, is that IRS has a chart of how much you can spend on your expenses. There's 4 areas that they control what you're allowed to spend. Food and clothing, it's generally about $700 per person. Housing and utilities, there's a chart that you can Google IRS National Standards for Housing and Utilities. They will pull up your state, and then you can look at your county and you'll know what IRS is going to allow you. This knocks a lot of people out because you're probably going to say, gee, I'm way over. There's ways to get that down. There's tricks that we know, but you got to look up that. They're going to allow how much you can spend for a car. It's usually around $540 a month, and how much they're going to allow you for gas and stuff. It's around $200-300. Everything they allow you is dollar for dollar. So IRS is going to look at what you have for your expenses according to what they want to allow you. And then they're going to look at your income. If you make $6,000 a month and IRS allows you $5,000 a month to live on, you make $1,000 over that living expense, or what IRS gives you. IRS is going to take that $1,000 that you have left over and multiply it by the life of the statute. So that's the income and expense part. What IRS then simply does is they add your asset base plus what you have left over at the end of the month, time how long you have left on your statute. They add the two together, and that's what your basic offer amount is. So if I ever get a 433A, you hire me, you review it, I will tell you in a second, I'll tell you in 10 seconds if IRS is going to accept your offer and compromise. There's a very strict formula to do that. So a lot of times you've got to get that financial statement and maybe change things around before you give it to Internal Revenue Service. Like I said, I've worked, I don't know, maybe 1,000 offers and compromise. I reviewed probably another 1,000. They're very specific. Go to the IRS pre-qualifier tool. If you have questions, just go ahead and send them to me. I'll try to give you answers. Know the formula. And if you're going to call a professional, let them walk you through the program so you have the educational knowledge before you give a cent to anybody. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. I have a very casual approach to this. Don't ever get worried about your problems. If you hire the right person, they're going to be able to manage them for you. Thank you so much.